So, jetzt dürft ihr weiterreden. Also ich spreche mit den Spielfiguren. Wollt ihr wohl nicht, hä? Okay, dann simuliere ich das Gespräch. Hey Wasti, was glaubst du denn, was jetzt hier abgeht? Ich weiß nicht, Cole, ich glaube, ich rauche erstmal eine. Geil, Wasti, mach das! Das war kein wirklich realistisches Gespräch. Wir sollten besser ein richtiges starten.
I need an address for a property developer. Elysian Fields Developments.
One moment, Detective. The address is 748 North Oxford Avenue, Wilshire. Anything else?
Messages, please.
You have a message. Contact Captain McKelty immediately.
Thanks. Can you put me through, operator?
Of course. Here you are.
Commander?
Leads on the Morelli fire.
We're about to go and visit Elysian Fields Developments.
You're about to do what? Leland Monroe? He's a personal friend of the mayor and the chief. Are you out of your mind? I'm warning you, Phelps.
Commander, we have a line of inquiry.
You have something, you bring it to me. You're hanging by a thread, Phelps. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. Have a report on my desk today.
Kelty has warned us off over Elysian.
Where's baby oil?
Makes sense. It's at that end. We should check out Rancho Escondido.
You know the place?
Sure. Corner of Fountain and Wilton. Let's go.
Okay. Rancho Escondido ist sowieso der Ort, wo ich jetzt gerade hin wollte. Ist schon irgendwie verdächtig, dass der uns plötzlich davon abbringen will, ne? Also der Polizeichef. Ja. Okay, gut. Der Grund war eigentlich relativ vernünftig. Aber trotzdem, dass er nicht mal sagt, komm, fahr hin und frag mal. Kann ja nicht so schlimm sein, oder? Wenn der Monroe damit nichts zu tun hat, dann ist alles in Ordnung. Dann sagt er immer nein und ja und nein und ja und dann ist alles in Ordnung. Mei, schon wieder in der falschen Richtung. Ey, ihr macht wirklich alles falsch. Spiel, du solltest mal meine... Wo bin ich denn? Wo ist das denn? Ach, da unten. Spiel, du solltest meine Position besser überprüfen, bevor du mir solche Aufträge schickst. Ja. Soll ich mal driften? Ich habe noch nie gedriftet, glaube ich. Oh, hat ja super geklappt. Werde ich bestimmt wieder tun. Oh. Bis jetzt noch kein Unfall gebaut. Meint ihr, das bleibt so? Driften ist echt geil. Und die Musik auch. Mensch. Ach, haben wir doch was kaputt gemacht.
You know, there are times when you really miss a nightstick. There's more religion in the end of a nightstick than in 100 cathedrals.
I'm not gonna tell you again, sir.
Don't tell me when and how I can come and go on my own property.
It is not
This is
safe,
America, dickhead.
sir. Now step back, or I'll lock you up for
Smart
a
mouth
fray.
son of a bitch.
Oh. Hey, mein Hut. Du Penner, ich muss die Steuerung wieder lernen. So, einfach immer wieder X drücken, bis er tot ist. Ich meine verletzt. So, nimm das. Einfach immer X tippeln, X tippeln, X tippeln, X tippeln. Finaler Schlag, komm. Oh.
Good thing you showed up when you did, detectives. Those folks were baying for blood.
Okay, then. Let's see if there's anything left to take a look at.
Ja, sicher. Oh.
Mortar is like dust. Is that normal in a fire?
You'd expect some shrinkage in the heat, but it looks like the cement barely adhered to the brick. Doesn't appear to be any wall ties either. This thing looks like it was built on the cheap.
Oh.
If we're paying a visit to Elysian and ruining my career, let's bite the bullet and get on with it.
Cool, Rusty findet's gut. Das heißt ich auch. Aber weißt du, was ich jetzt mal mache? Ich lasse uns dahin fahren. Weißt du auch warum? Weil ich habe in den letzten Folgen so viel Zeit mit unwichtigen Sachen vergeudet. Da kann ich jetzt auch mal sagen, fahr du.
Alright, where to?
Meckes. Ich habe Hunger. Dramatische Musik. Bam, 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 bam. Hui, große Glastüren. Solche Gebäude gefallen mir immer. Außer du sitzt drin und willst Privatsphäre, dann vielleicht nicht. Aber sonst macht was her.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD, to see Leland Monroe.
Do you have an appointment?
We're the police, lady. We don't need an appointment.
Can I tell him what it's about?
It's an official investigation.
There are 2 police officers here to see Mr. Monroe.
Send them through.
Ich glaube nicht, dass die da gesagt
And that's
hat.
our cue. Thanks, ma'am.
Ich glaube nicht, dass die gesagt hat, send them through, dass die gefragt hat.
May I help you, gentlemen?
Ja.
We would like to speak to Mr. Monroe.
I'm afraid it's impossible. Mr. Monroe's schedule is booked weeks in advance.
Cut to the chase, sister. Is he in?
I'm not at liberty to reveal that, officer.
So he hired you for your intelligence?
I find that offensive.
You have every right to.
This is getting us nowhere, miss.
Casino.
Would you like us to return with a warrant?
That won't be necessary, gentlemen. Come into my office.
Hui, der Typ aus Fringe spricht mit uns. Ich fühle mich geehrt.
You like a cigar? Drink, boys.
Sure, I'll have a scotch.
Biggs, we're investigating a series of domestic fires, Mr. Monroe.
It's terrible, boys. How can I help?
Elysian Fields and Suburban Redevelopment Fund flyers keep turning up in the vicinity of the fires.
They're turning up all over town, boys. Can you imagine the current demand for housing?
So that's your explanation, Mr. Monroe? Coincidence?
Explanation? Why, what's to explain? I advertise on radio and billboards for buyers, and I advertise for sellers using waybills.
Boah, bei dem kannst du echt ganz schwer erkennen, ob der lügt oder die Wahrheit sagt. Aber... Hey, Wahrheit, ich zweifel's mal an, auch wenn es ein Fehler ist. Einfach so vom Gefühl her.
We found a family burnt out in their home. Another house burned to the ground. Another Elysian Fields flyer. Our information is that they didn't want to sell.
Are you saying that's something to do with me? Is that your point?
Point is, every time we find a family barbecued, we find one of your flyers. Is that good advertising?
Ja.
What do you know about a competition for families to win free vacations to Catalina Island?
My company runs many promotions. I'm not familiar with that one.
Nö, glaube ich nicht, aber ich habe auch keinen Beweis, dass er... Andererseits... Wissen über einen Preis ausschreiben. Mit diesem bin ich nicht vertraut. Ja, sein Bild ist riesig groß auf diesem Flyer drauf. Ich drück mal Lüge.
Level with me, Mr. Monroe. You know all about the vacation offers.
You can believe whatever you like, son. You're missing the vital ingredient called proof.
Nee, der fehlt mir nicht.
Your face is all over the flyers, Mr. Monroe. You know about the prizes, and you're aware that they get given to holdouts.
My face is the brand. It's on all our advertising. Did you know that the mayor and the chief of police are part of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund? Do you want to accuse them of murder as well?
Ja, wenn es sein muss.
You've made offers to buy houses in areas where fires have been recorded.
Are you suggesting that I'm burning people out of their homes so that I can sell them new ones?
What happens to your plans if a family like the Morellis refuses to sell?
We work around them. Business finds a way. That's the American way.
Kann ich das glauben? Ja, aber der zittert so mit den Armen. Ich weiß nicht, ob das ein Grafikfehler ist oder gewollt. Ich drück mal anzweifeln.
Come on, Mr. Monroe. You expect me to believe that you would build a new development with one of those old piles smack bang in the center of it?
Progress is an inexorable process, detective. Those who choose to stand in defiance are usually confined to the wastebasket of history. To answer your question, yes, we would build around them if we had to. Most people see sense.
What's Elysian Fields' involvement in Rancho Escondido?
One of our latest housing developments. It was due to open on the weekend, or was before the unfortunate conflagration.
It met with building code regulations.
Absolutely. Only the best for our returning heroes.
Nein.
You're lying, Monroe. There's something out of kilter about that development.
Son, I've had enough of you and your fidgety friend. There's no way in hell you can prove that my materials were inferior.
Habe ich vorher schon was von minderwertigem Material gesagt? Oh, du hast dich selbst verraten.
I'm no expert, but I think we'll find that the bricks being used on those houses are undersized and the mortar is faulty.
And there's no wall ties connecting the masonry to the frame.
Every building is built to a budget, boys. Those buildings were inspected and fully insured by California Fire and Life. Investment of that magnitude demands it. Do you think that they'd vouch for the buildings without examining them? The arsonists, do you have any suspects?
We aren't at liberty to say.
I didn't think so. The contractors I use for waybills, do you suppose it could be any of them? I have a list of their names if it'd be of any help.
That would be very helpful, Mr. Monroe.
Glad to hear it. I'm always happy to help the LAPD. My secretary will provide you with that list. Did you know that I'm on the board of the police pension fund?
Ja, so ein bisschen bestechen, was?
Glad to be of help, officers.
What's the story? Any of these names ring a bell?
Nö. Ich meine, mich zu erinnern können, dass Chapman was war. Chapman?
Herbert Chapman is on this list.
Find the phone. We need to know where we're at with Chapman.
Okay. Ich finde ein Phone.
Your boss is a fine man.
How's this guy doing?
Mhm. Ach ja, nehmen wir einfach mal das von der Frau hier.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Die weiß sofort, wer dran ist, natürlich.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you check whether we are still holding a Herbert Chapman?
Let me find out for you. He was released this morning, Detective. I'm I'm sorry, Detective.
Not your fault. Can you give me a last known address and put out an APB on the guy?
I'll get back to you, Detective. APB will go out over KGPL shortly.
Thanks, ma'am.
Well, I love the chase till the minute I win it. A beautiful face till there's love for me in it. Give me your heart and baby I'll bill it. 'Cause I always kill the things I love.
Buy me a drink, Cole?
No! Not even for old time's sake? Not even for that.
You're not gonna ask me why I'm here?
I wouldn't give you the pleasure. We'll get around to it.
She's in fine voice this evening. I wonder how the commander would feel
Save
about...
the threats for someone who cares about them, Roy.
You're breaking my heart, Cole. You know how I feel about you. Stay away from Elysian Fields.
I should have known that you were playing errand boy.
You and your doofus partner. You have been warned.
Thanks for your cooperation, officer.
I love you.
Stay away. You have no idea the type of people that are involved in that.
I have a pretty good idea, Roy. The same kind of people that sent you here.
Your investigation is finished. Homicide will be taking over from here. I've heard we've had a spate of grass fires in the hills that you and that hunchback might be able to handle. Thanks for the drink, Cole.
You get the message about Monroe?
Yeah. Earl delivered it. You?
The Kelty. He started making noises about my pension.
Sorry about that, Herschel. I didn't mean to drag you into this.
Save it, Phelps. Monroe's an asswipe. And so was Earl. And so was McKelty when it's all said and done.
Naja, wenn die Rente bald futsch ist, ne?
11K, go ahead.
11K, the last known address of suspect Herbert Chapman is 650 North Kingsley Drive in Wilshire.
Roger that, KGPL. 11K en route.
Let's go pick him up.
Okay. Ja, wenn das mit der Pension
Spotted
für...
Sugarloaf, didn't you?
I did. But I don't like to talk about it.
You come across a guy called Jack Kelso out that way?
You know Jack Kelso?
He's an insurance investigator over at California Fire and Life. Our paths cross from time to time. For some reason, seeing you makes me think of him.
Has Jack spoken to you about his experiences on Sugarloaf? Or the rest of the campaign?
Jack keeps stum just like you do. I know what it feels like to get back from conflict. You gotta respect that.
So, jetzt nochmal. Also, Basti, wenn deine Pension gefährdet ist, dann würde ich dir empfehlen, mehr zu rauchen. Vielleicht musst du sie dann gar nicht mehr so lange in Anspruch nehmen, ne?
If you use the siren, maybe those metal things in front
Ja,
of the
ja.
car will know you're in a hurry.
Wenn diese Sirenen hinter sich hören, die Autofahrer, dann spielen das sowieso alle verrückt. Dann fahren die genau dahin, wo ich lang will. Warum die parkenden Autos nicht wegfahren, kann ich gar nicht verstehen. Die Leute müssen aus den Häusern rausspringen und ihre Autos wegfahren, wenn die sehen, dass ich durch ihren Vorgarten düse. Das ist doch das Mindeste, das sie für das Gesetz tun können hier. So. Die Straße ist relativ leer, hier brauchen wir die Sirene nicht. Oder, naja, gut, vielleicht doch. Ich versuche nur gerade irgendwas zu finden, worüber ich reden kann, weil das ist ja ziemlich langweilig hier. Ich hätte ja auch wieder Basti fahren lassen sollen. Warum habe ich das nicht gemacht? Ach, verdammt. Hey! Mein Gott, halt doch nicht an, wenn rot ist. Du siehst doch, ich bin in Eile. So.
We're looking for Herbert Chapman.
I'm looking for him too. I need him to move his car so I can mow the lawn.
He's definitely not here.
I've been banging on his door off and on for a couple of hours. Yeah, he's out somewhere. There's some kind of problem?
Let's take a look at the car.
Okay.
Let's see what he's hauling around.
Also, nee. Jetzt müssen wir natürlich noch reingucken, ne? Mein Gott, jetzt, ja, ich weiß, was auf der Packung steht. Für drinnen und draußen. Genau.
Motive, opportunity, and hard evidence.
Mhm. Ja. Wurde denn geschossen? Metalldurchschlagende Kugel. Mhm. Warum metalldurchschlagende Kugel? Warum braucht er metalldurchschlagende Kugeln? Verstehe ich nicht. Mhm. Hat bestimmt nichts mit dieser Elysian Fields Firma zu tun, vor allem weil da noch 1000 weitere Zettel in den Karton sind.
Definitely gives him opportunity.
Holy Cole. There he is. It's Chapman. He's coming out of the laundromat. Shit. He's seen us.
Cops. Again.
Oh, okay.
Son of a bitch, he must have caught the trolley. We gotta move fast, Cole.
Jetzt weiß ich auch, wer Herbert Chapman ist.
I'll call this in, get some cars dispatched. Car 11K calling KGPL.
Go ahead, 11K.
11K requesting assistance. In pursuit of suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar. Currently heading east on Melrose Avenue. Advise all units. Suspect is in control of car and driving dangerously.
Oh, ja. Ja, ja, das kann ich unterstützen.
All units, officers need assistance on Melrose Avenue. A suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar headed eastbound. Approach with caution. Suspect is in control of the streetcar, driving dangerously. Units to handle code 3 identified.
Stay on his ass, Cole. Don't lose him.
Warum glaubt er, dass er mit einer Straßenbahn entkommen kann? Die fährt auf Schienen, falls er das nicht weiß.
Look, Cole, the side plate's gone. Get me closer. I think I got a shot here.
Oh.
End of the line, you little prick. Come on, Cole.
Oh. Oh. Ja. Kein sich drehen, sich füllender Kreis. Tja.
Looks like we have our man, Cole. Well done.
I'm not so sure. Chapman seemed to have his own agenda. There seems to be more to this than a personal vendetta.
What are you talking about?
Fires benefit Elysian in some way. You'll see Chapman and Monroe working together.
You have a point. The evidence is good for Chapman. Hard to be worrying about his side of the story when he's blasting away with that big 45.
Das stimmt.
Nice work, gentlemen. Put yourself at considerable risk stopping that trolley and probably saved a lot of lives. Anyone else but you, Phelps, and you'd be up for a bravery award. We've had our eyes on that slippery son of a bitch Chapman for as long as I can remember. I couldn't be happier than to wipe him off the scoreboard. I hope this puts to bed that crazy stuff you had going about Leland Monroe. What were you thinking, Phelps? Be calling Richard Nixon a crook next.
Wieso war der das nicht? Gab es da nicht irgendwie Watergate oder so? Für Waterloo hätte ich gesagt. Ich glaube, das ist ein Aber-Lied. Ach, Hauptsache Water, ne? Und Ladebildschirm. Hauptsache Ladebildschirm. Das ist auch immer toll. Hm? Ja. Puh, das wird eine lange Cutscene. Und wenn nicht, dann wehe. Orangen-Soufflé.
What is it?
A letter from Lou. His insurance policy named me beneficiary.
California Fire and Life. You worked for Elysian?
The roof that he was working on collapsed.
It's a very generous settlement. Elsa, I'd like you to do something for me. I think there's something dirty about Elysian Fields.
What has that got to do with Lou?
I want you to reject this settlement. I want you to go and see an investigator named Jack Kelso and ask him to make some inquiries about Lou's case.
Isn't this police work?
Do you want to find out what happened to Lou?
Why would he help, this Kelso?
Jack won't be able to help himself if he smells a rat.
He's a friend of yours?
He hates my guts. Elsa, you could take this money and let them get away with it, or we could get Jack's help and do something about it.
Why not be honest with this man, Cole? He deserves your honesty if you want his help.
Believe me, Elsa, I'd like to level with him. I really would, but it's too late. Years too late.
Fall vorüber. Fahrzeugschaden, auch wieder nur $1100. Heute haben wir uns da echt zurückgehalten. Und keine Verletzung. Oh, ehrenhaft. 5 Sterne. Chapman nimmt sein Motiv und alle möglichen Verbindungen zu Monroe und Elysian Fields mit ins Grab. Hey, ist das eine tolle Nachricht. Nee, warte mal, das ist ja scheiße, verdammt. Hey. Jetzt habe ich keinen Bock mehr auf das Spiel. Nicht mehr auf eure Bewertung. Doch, natürlich habe ich Bock auf eure Bewertungen. Immer habe ich Bock auf Bewertungen. Außer sie sind schlecht, dann behaltet sie für euch. Oder auch nicht, wenn ihr möchtet. Wir hören uns morgen. Und ich bedanke mich für eure Aufmerksamkeit. Dann geht's, denke ich mal, weiter mit Leland Monroe. Den haben wir wohl offenbar noch nicht das letzte Mal gesehen. Naja, aber mich habt ihr heute das letzte Mal gesehen. Ich weiß, das jetzt passt nicht. Ihr habt mich nicht in Wirklichkeit gesehen, aber irgendwie muss ich das Video enden lassen, oder?